What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin, back here with a second video on the other channel of the SNA Entertainment. Please subscribe and click on the post notification bell onto this one because it's a totally different channel than my usual one I usually do on Super Ninja Austin. And we're gonna be talking about like the debuting movie news, like which is gonna be about like talking about the latest movies and even talked about like the actors that play the roles into the movies, like whether it's in general or like in general of anything like whether it's outside of the movie they just filmed in or being in some kind of Academy Award or anything of the sort, or anything they're recognizable like in the public eye, like for them being in that specific movie they were just in. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about the wildest and intriguing movies, news, and rumors that you assassinators need to know, whether if it being like old or new or anything about the actors or reboot or yeah, you just name it. Like we're gonna be talking about it right here in today's news video, and make sure to check out my other video, like my debut animation video, which is already that's already on the channel, I guess you could say, on this channel in particular, which again it's called SNA Entertainment. But yeah, without any further delays, let's get started. Like including, we got a brutal, honest Oscar ballot, like number one, like Ken Clay, like for best picture, like in 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 Emilia Perez star, like lost his vote like in tweets. And we got Tommy Dix, like best foot forward actor and singer, died at just the age of 101. Wow, that's a very long time, and that's a blessing for making it into the 100 mark. And we also got a uh, some box office news with Captain America ties to Stay Brave with $28 million, and second in weekend, like the monkey opened like to impressive $14 million, and Cinema Audio Society Award, like a complete unknown, like the wild robot among film winners. And like Sharon Osbourne, like regrets not letting Ozzy like audition like for Pirates of the Caribbean. Like wouldn't he have been perfect in the curious question? That sounds very sounds very unusual, for a guy like him, unless it's like a very perfect role for him to play, which I'm not sure which one to point for. But yeah, and plus much more we're gonna be talking about here. And make sure to, yeah, again, to subscribe onto this channel. Click on the post notification bell. And just to let you assassinators know that's unaware, I'm definitely gonna be making the animation news on the channel every Thursday, and making the movie news every Sundays on this exact same channel. So make sure, to expect future issues like for the upcoming news video, tell you what's going on in the world of entertainment, like whether it's in movies, animation, you name it. We're gonna be doing it on this channel. Like, but we're still gonna be doing some wrestling stuff over the other channel and some football stuff next season. Like when I talk about on that channel as well. Like I'm gonna do everything sports, like in that one in Super Ninja Austin, and then everything that's here on the entertainment channel. I'm gonna do everything that's in entertainment, whether it's football, whether if it's in animation, movies, and like whether if it's from theaters or on TV or or even on DVD, digital, or even streaming, like which most of y'all assassinators probably do, just like your boy Super Ninja Austin here. But we're gonna start things off with a brutal, honest Oscar ballot at number one, called uh, Conclave, like for the picture of the Emilia Perez star lost his vote, like with tweets. This member like of the Academy short films like of branch also says that no other land like deserved a best picture nom like and like got his vote like for best doc feature. It moved like me like so much like I wasn't like really like, and it says right here, the nom, I get the best I get feature. I mean, a doc feature. I get moved like me like so much. I wasn't really aware of what was going on like over there, like in the West Bank, like, and it's just so objectively awful. This brutally honest Oscar ballot, like the first in a series like that, that THR will run ahead of Oscar. Who do we? But anyways, assassinators. Night reflects like the votes like and candidate like of a rep uh, uh, of rationales like for them like of a male member of the Academy of Emotion uh, picture artist. Excuse me for a moment. Oh yeah, hello. I'm okay. I'm gonna tell her right now. Um, Greg got three questions. Like he said, like can you answer your phone and see like what you were getting orange juice. Oh, orange juice like $8. Yeah. Okay, she's like that's fine as long as there's no coke. If it's coke free, like then that's fine. She said yes. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. The $8 orange juice. Okay. Okay, there you go. Sorry about that. Yo, you too. All right. Bye bye. All right, Assassinators, I'm back here. Come on. Where was I on this news story? Oh yeah, that's right. THR in return for an anonymity, anonymity, and THR does not necessarily endorse those views, or suggest that they are res- uh, uh, representative of anything other than his voters' perspective. Big picture, or best picture. Why is it big? That don't even make any sense. I Emilia Perez when I watched it, but like even before all the shit that happened, involved lead actress Carla Sophia Grayskin, it wasn't in my top 10. I'd have preferred to see its spot go to the Sing Sing, which was under underappreciated, or junior number two, like which I really liked, or the Wild Robot, or No One Land. But how most of the Academy treats animated and documentary like films no respect. I do musicals and Wicked. like Wicked was tight. I'm still here. Was great, and as Will uh come to it's my pick like for international like feature. I really liked the performances in a complete unknown like in the fact that Timmy Charlemagne and or Monica and like Monica Barbaro, yeah, like were both like really singing and playing like the guitar was an incredible Honora like was great. Like the story and the performances were really fun. Sean Baker directed like the shit out of it but like the other did more for me like the substance was what I love about cinema at its best. Like it's so bold, like the story, like the sound design, like the makeup, they gave the audience like an experience, and it's so rare for the Academy to recognize the Academy to recognize like a horror film, but like the fact that this one is kind of about what it's like to be a woman in Hollywood. Like probably like helped more like people to connect with it. Like I love the first Dune and Dune Part Two. Like had some weaker story elements. Like he which he was referring to Dennis Villains Villeneuve, Villeneuve, like for those that aren't aware, cares so much more like about visual than storytelling. Like and you can notice that like in the zone like more than the first and I didn't think Zendaya was that great in it, but the cinematic spectacle of it was so monumental that I still was blown away with Nickel Boys is so audacious. Like I'd read the book and let me tell you that it is not an easy one to adapt but like the way that like Ramel Ross did it with the first person perspective was exactly right. But for me, the first two films were incredibly hard to decide between going in going in to the brutalist. Like I'd never heard of Brady Corbett. Like and was dreading the 3.5 hour runtime but the way people who had seen it at the festivals were talking about it convinced me to go to a screening like re- really early like in the reason in the season and by the end of I really appreciated why he did it the way he did it it's just an incredible film beau- beautifully shot beautifully shot amazing performances and such a powerful story but conclave was so interesting and exciting in a completely different way and fun with a little mystery involved I thought the ending was great it was trying to make a point. It was just a perfect reveal. Edward Berger, Edward Berger, is an incredible director. And the vote for the movies of this year and I mean from last year of 2024 or in the ballot like with what's it called with number one with Conclave is at number one, and then we got the Brutalist at number two, and then Nickel Boys at number three. Dune Part Two is number four, and we got the Substance at number five. Honora at number six. A complete unknown is at number seven. I am still here is at number eight, and Wicked's number nine. But unfortunately, like Amelia Perez is unfortunately in last place at number 10. And the best director, like it says, like says, like says the best director, like is what it says from right here. Like best director on this category, he added like I judge like the category like one judge is like an Olympic sport, like the degree of difficulty, like plus like the execution. Like, did you stick the landing in a very concerning, curious question? I think the category needs to be expanded, like to at least eight, like Edward Berger, like in Ramel Ross, like in Dennis Vin- Villeneuve, like the other fellow directors, like also known as like should have been like nominated. How like many like other directors like could have done what they did and and shoulda coulda woulda questions like and why is a complete unknowns uh yeah, James Mangle like in here like but like they aren't like he's and they aren't in a very in a very like answerable question, I guess you could say. He's a really good director. Like he told the story well, like, but there was nothing like special about the way he directed like that film. Like you want to you want to tell me that directing like Timmy uh Chalamet, like in New York, like was harder than directing an epic, like in the desert, like in a very like in a very us a in very us a complicated questions. Like come like on, like I was torn between Brady and the substances, yeah, substances like of Corrali Far Fargate and I ended up like going to Corrali. Like if she wasn't like there, I'd have picked Brady because the fact that he made his movie look that good with only $10 million like is unbelievable. Like, but I just thought like about historical absence. Like, only three women like have ever won this category's Oscar in high degree like of execution. Like, she nailed it with that film. And then And also continuing on the best actor, like onto this category, it says I had like heard like time like with this one like Tommy was probably the earliest one of for me like to let go like Ralph of Fiends Fiends of Conclave like the brutalist is Adrian in embody in Coleman's Domingo like of Sing Sing like performances were just so good. I got to heat a lot from the Sing Sing guys and really liked them and I think that what Coleman did like for that movie and on and off screen like was just remarkable like say the very east say the very least and and from actors to actresses, the best actresses, I should say, like he added, I was very strongly considering voting for uh, Carla, like but when her tweets started coming like out, flabbergasted. I was like, I can't believe this person said these things. Again, it kept getting worse every day. It quickly became obvious I'm not voting for this person. No way. Like after that, it was between Mikey, Mikey from Madison of Honora, like and Demi, as more from more of the substance, like like both of them are the heart in their films and I loved both of their films I'm not opposed to voting for new younger people when they are amazing but Demi has been around for a long time and she absolutely crushed it. But what are your thoughts on onto these movies and the actors and actresses and directors on it. And do you think that this movie, Emilia Perez, will make a huge comeback, or do you think it's gonna stay last place, or maybe even get close? What do you think what's going to be happening in the next I'll say next month or so before the Oscars come to the pass? Like let me know down in the comment section right down below. I'm so excited who's going to get the most best movie of the year award. That's probably the best thing I like about the Oscars in the film in the film industry, I guess you could say. Sorry, I hope I didn't stretch that out, but next up we got probably one of the long living actors in all of Hollywood have made it at the age of number 100 at the age of the number 101 and and this actor is none other than Tommy Dix the best foot forward actor and also not to mention singer has sadly passed away and known for his song "Buckle Down" when Saki he graduated from a small part in the original Broadway musical to star alongside Lucille Ball in the 1940s film. Tommy Dix, who starred as a young military school cadet, like opposite of Lucille Ball in the 1940s MGM musical comedy Best Foot Forward, after appearing in the Broadway original in the Broadway original has died. He was just about an amazing number that you would possibly would want to have, and what you would that you would envy to be at the age of, and that was 101. Like Dix Will of Williamsburg, with Virginia, in like and died at in January 15th. His family announced he was, for those who knew him well, a living link with some of the great American personalities of the 20th century. Like he will be missed, like they said. And I want to say, even though I usually normally do this, on at the end of my news story, I would wish the condolences of a deceased stars from a deceased star's death, to the family. I want to give my positive thoughts, on at this very unfortunate time, because even at any age, you do not want to miss. You do not want to lose a family member, at this very I was at this very difficult and devastating time. But let's continue again and say that like Dix was a popular uh baritone on network radio, and had just made his Broadway debut in the was it The Corn is Green, starring Ethel Barrymore, when he was hired to play carded Chuck Green, in Best Foot Forward, directed by George Abbott, and choreographed by Gene Kelly. And it says right here that the Broadway musical, which bowed in uh in October 1940. Like wait, well, if I'm looking at the right thing, yeah, I'm looking at it in 1940, and ran for 326 performances. That's also a very impressive number. Starred Rosemary Lane, as Hollywood star Gail Joy, like who accepts again out of the blue invitation from Winsaki Military Academy, student Bud Hooper, Gil Stratton, in Philadelphia, to be his date at the junior prom. Bud's girlfriend Helen, like which is Maureen Cannon, is not happy, and she pre precipitates a brawl at a dance, as Dick's belts out the of the rousing fight song, Buckle Down Winsaki, in and when MGM turned it into the film that featured Harry James and his music makers, Dick's moved up to the Hooper role alongside other returning players June Allison and Nancy Walker Ball, playing herself, took Lane's part, and Virginia Weirder, of portrayed by Helen. Dix got to perform Buckle Down Winsaki again, and take part of another song, The Three Men on a Date. In his review in New York Times, Bosley Like, which if I didn't know better, I would say he was probably the inventor of that prevention prevention product. But anyways, like uh, Crowder noted that Dix slightly over pretty, but very amusingly this salt as the hapless hero of the hapless hero. Yeah, that's what I meant to say, not the hate. I don't know what I'm even talking about. But anyways, like I didn't know anything about this actor, let alone the movie, before. But this song, like "Buckle Down, Winsaki," it kind of sounds very familiar, though. However, maybe my grandparents would probably know about these guys, considering that even though this film that they mentioned was like in the 40s, but still, like they probably, I think they watch movies from then though. Like yeah, from back in the day. But if I ever tell them about this actor that lived to be 101 years old, which is Tommy Dix, they probably will point him out like from a couple other certain movies or anywhere from TV. Like they'll probably will point him out immediately. But I'm gonna ask you this question, assassinators. Like, what are your thoughts on him living to be 101? Like, and that's a very impressive number. Like, and yeah, he's probably gonna be long to be missed. Like from anybody, like any of his friends or his family member. I'll say like from his days, like when he like from whatever in his days, or maybe like from him like now, like him like just living and living life into the fullest, I guess you could say, even though like he's like a very elderly age. But like, yeah, not like too not in a wild way, but you know what I mean. Like he lived his life of achieving his dreams, and now like he was probably a well known like memorable actor. Well, at least in his time, of course. Like with me, with guys like me that are very uneducated about this guy, like in the history of the films. Like yeah, like I want to give my deepest apologies about that. Like, I only know the actors, like and actresses from like now and probably 20, 30 years ago, and that's about it. Like probably until like all the way into the 80s, yeah, or maybe 90s. I should say more likely. That I know any actors that's on in which most of them are still doing their respective acting jobs. Yeah. But yeah, I want to give my condolences about his past, and let me know in the comments what were your thoughts on about his personal life as well that they talked about here, even like outside of like and even what and then also or yeah, and also even how he got into the acting industry, and also like with him being in the Broadways, and also going to military school, and also what else and they said that he did like that he went to. But but what you're but let's move on to the next slide. We got some box office hits we got some office hit news now because we got both Captain America uh like Captain America tries to stay brave like with a twin with a tried to stay brave like with at 28 $1 million, like at number one, like at the number one at the box office, while number two of the weekend got was Monkey opened to impress at $14 million, which that's like half of the money that Captain America got. Because I bet every family's like, and even like young children like that are a huge fan of the uh like yeah. Well, well, I was saying, But anyway, this is where we got. It says, yeah, it says Osgood Perkins, a horror pick, like the monkey, the monkey scared up like the second best opening in the history of neon, like the indie label, like also home of award darling no Nora, like it says right here. Like Marvel's Captain America, New World stay like atop like the domestic like box office in its second outing, like with $28.3 million, which that is extremely impressive. Like getting the number one spot with that much money they made. I mean, unless if they put more money into the movie, which that probably they probably downgrade. But if they put like only just a little bit of a few $1,000,000, I'll say that is a pretty good life changing profit that they just made. But anyways, despite slipping a concerning 68%, like which I don't know what they mean by saying that, but I'm gonna get into. But it's certainly not like the worst drop. Like some Marvel picks have fallen like 70% of more in the pick. Oh wow, I see. Like they're talking about like maybe that's their goal, like of getting more higher, but maybe it was supposed to be somewhere around. I'll say I don't know, perhaps I'll say maybe 60 or 70%. Like I'm just looking at it uh like if I'm calculating it correctly, but it's certainly like not the not the worst drop like some like Marvel picks like in what am I talking about? I already said that. And like still, yeah, the pick still has time before another event like pick to make up ground, like on the glass half full like side. Like the movie like continues to attract like in a in a in a in a in a an ethnic an ethnically nick nick and ethnically diverse like audience and plenty of families. Like the film is a huge win among boys like on the glass like half empty like side, like it may not be able to recover like fully like from yeah getting slipped with a B cinema score, like the worst grade like in the history of Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like Marvel insiders like note that Brave New World like was made like during a time when the iconic studio was stretched too thin. Last weekend, Brave New World like came like in like ahead with the expectation like when opening to $100 million over like the long Valentine's Day President's Day weekend like in the North America, including like 88.4 $88.4 million like for the 3 days. Like globally, it started off with a 100 and $92.4 million after launching to $92.4 million. Like internationally, like this weekend, the superhero like pick like earned like another $35.3 million. Like overseas, like for a globally like top tally like of $289.4 million. It gets back like to the basics like when it comes to the new movie, which sees Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson like take up like the mantle like of Captain America. The hero previously played by Chris Evans like costing around $180 million to produce like before like marketing like the movie like stays away like from sci-fi like elements like and has been like described like by Marvel boss Kevin Feige like as a relatively grounded like action film like akin like to Captain America the Winter Soldier, the 2014 film that starred like Chris Evans like and introduced like Mackie like to the MCU. Like put another way, no verse. And I think I talked about this like in another video. Or yeah, it was back. It was on my other video, my wrestling video, because a viewer talked about like stuff from Marvel superheroes, and I'd say like I watched these type of Captain Americas, like including Winter Soldier. Even my own father was a huge fan of Captain America too. Yeah, and he loved the film. Yeah, but yeah, but yeah, but directed like by Julius Anna, like the Brave New War, Brave not War, Brave New World, like who, like I mean also like stars like Harrison Ford, like as newly elected like U.S. president, like uh, was it Thaddeus, like with Thunderbolt, like Thunderbolt Ross, who wants to bring Captain America on board, in an official military position, but like before Wilson can make a decision, like the uncovers like a nefarious global plot like that like includes like facing off with Ross like when the president like like un, unexpectedly and transforms like into a Red Hulk. Like Danny Myers like also stars as portraying uh, uh, Joaquin Torres like as Falcon, like and alongside Liv Taylor and Tim Blake, Nelson and Rosa Lazar, like coming at number two was the dazzling like the 14 it was the dazzling monkey movie or the monkey, if I'm afraid that's what the horror movie is referred as, like, and they get a dazzling for $14.2 million, half of what basically half what uh what Captain America just profited, like, and it still was pretty impressive. Well, I'll say depending on how much they put onto the movie, like, but Osgood was Osgood Perkins like the monkey, like the intensely graphic horror pick that about pair of twins, like in their childhood toy, like the $10 million movie like is loosely like based on a short story by Stephen King. So I guess like if they put in $10 million, I think a $4 million profit's not too bad. But for the fact that they were expecting to be higher, like maybe it could have been a bit better. But I'm just saying in the realistic perspectives, like not trying to put no drama or sound like a negative Nancy, just saying like just looking at the realistic of things. But anyways, like the R-rated movie picked like marks like the second best opening in the history of special distributor like Neon, like home of the Oscar winning uh Parasite, like in this year's award, like front runner, like Honora, which collected more trophies this weekend, when walking like away, like with top honor, like at the Independent Spirit Awards, like the monkey is Perkins fellow up like to long legs, like the neon like horror hit like that like soared like to a $22.4 million debut. Like this is a phenomenal debut for the Monkey Masters like of horror, and Osgood like like Perkins like James like Perkins James like Wan like and Stefan King like crafted like a shocking like thrill ride like had already like that has absurd a servant or a servant like that observant like the horror genre like and created a a raucous like I mean, not raucous, a ruckus, like good time. Like the audience, like across the country, said like neon distribution chef Alyssa Fedorov, Fedorov, and then it says right here, King like helped like promote like the movie and like definitely made it clear like it is unlikely like any of his other adaptations like and went so far as to call the project batshit insane, like batshit insane, like and this is what they stated on to the matter, like of this 2025 horror film, like that, that like also marked like the top horror opening like of 2025, and like May horror titles, it earned a C plus. Like Paddington in Peru came at in number three with $6.5 million, followed by the Dog Man, like that got fourth place on the weekend with $5.9 million in Chinese animation like sensation Ni Za like Ni Za like two with a $3 million like in profit. Like the latter has become the top grossing animated film like of all time. Like at the global box office, and more than $1.7 billion in ticket sales, like in yeah, like all across the country, like in theaters now, like in that everybody's watching these films, of course. But what are your thoughts on Captain America in number one this weekend, and like even last weekend as well, when they got big, like when they have they probably made like what was it, over $100 million last weekend, like all across the country, in this country, in the U.S. But let me know down in the comment section right down below. And do you think this is some very impressive numbers, like with Captain America getting number 1 and the Monkey getting number 2? And like, or do you think it's very disappointing? But maybe looking at, like I just said, like for the facts that it was families and maybe younger viewers that were watching the Captain America film. Like, so I'm not sure if it's much of competition right there, unless it's like 2 horror movies or adult, like, or adult only movies, like if they're rated R overall. Then I would say that would be definitely some competition. But like other than that, like we would, it's very obvious that it was that Captain America is definitely gonna get the number 1 spot for that simple fact. But next up we got a Cinema Audio Society Awards, like with a complete unknown, like the wide robot among film winners, like in. And now let's talk about the 61st annual celebration of excellence in sound, like mixing, like was hosted by comedian Tom Papa, and a complete unknown, like the Wild Robot and music by John Williams, were the motion picture winners, like at the 61st annual cinema, audio society, like in, or CAS for short, like awards, like the celebration of excellence, like in sound, like mixing, like across film, television, and non fiction, like programming, like also honored like masters of the air, like Shogun, like, and the Bear, like in its TV categories, like this year's winners, like transported like in audiences, like to historic battlegrounds, like to busting like kitchens, like, and deeply like personal, like what's that moments, like of any American icon, like proven like sounds again, like that sound and rhythm, like in the heart of movies, like says the president of the says the president of the production, like Peter Curlin, like from sweeping like cinematic like epics, like to with intimate portraits, like of life, and as and art and art and artistry, like of sound mixing, like continues like to push like creative, like, and technical boundaries, like these exceptional these exceptional professionals don't just enhance like stories, like they define like them, like tonight we celebrate their dedication, like innovation, and the lasting impact like of their craft. Like comedian Tom Papa returned as a host of this year's ceremony, like which was held at the Beverly Hilton in Los Angeles Saturday night. Like in addition, like to the honors, like given across 7 categories, like in sound, like mixing, like with Academy Award winners, like Oliver Stone, like presented like the CAS uh, like the of Career Achievement Award, like to sound engineer Todd Maitland, yeah, that's what his name is. Maitland, like known like for his work like on Joke in West Side Story, like Academy Award winning like composer like Zimmer, like yeah, Hans Zimmer, like also presented like a Academy Award nominated like Dune Part Two, directed by Dennis Villeneuve, yeah, like with the CAS Filmmaker of the Year award, like edition, like with presenters like throughout like the night, like and like included like Chris Bowers, like as Ron Rutches, like Chris Hardwick, like is Annie Letterman, like Joe Mengan Mengan Niello, like in cries in yeah or not cries Chris, why did I say cry Chris, like and uh and uh and Chris Marshall, like is Michael Uri Kristen Van Vegsness, like and Will Wheaton, like a complete unknown, like is nominated for an Oscar in the sound category this year, like alongside Dune Part Two, like in a mil, in a Amelia and Emilia Perez and Wicked and in the Wild Robot last year, like CAS like gave a an opera hint a pin himmer like its top prize, while the Oscar went on to be awarded to the Zone of Interest. Like, however, like in the prior 3 years, like CAS, like in the Academy recognized like the same like three films: Top Gun, Maverick, like in Dune, like in and Sound of Metal, like making like the CAS honor like in decent predictor like of which project might go to win the Oscar at the Academy Award. But what are your thoughts on to what are your thoughts onto this onto this film's what they call it, like with a complete unknown getting the among film get the among film award like for the best film like of over the others like and like what are your thoughts onto that matter? Do you think that we could see the yeah, a complete like unknown the Wild Robot like is the number one hit? And do you think that's gonna get an Oscar award? Like probably it's which the Oscars is in a month from now, if not less than that. But let me know down in the comment section right down below like who do you want to see win the Oscars? After this little cinema audio society award. And we're gonna end today's movie news now, like with some Sharon Osbourne regrets not letting her husband Ozzy audition for Pirates of the Caribbean. Wouldn't have wouldn't he have been perfect, like she said, in in a very uh in a very perspectable questions, I guess you could say. But I'll say, if you ask me, like, it depends, like, what role he was meant to be playing as. Well, one way to find out is is the discover this on this article, saying he got offered, like, to be the be to be read. I think red for I think it's red, but it has an A in it. Like, it's so. I mean, like, red, like, yeah, you get, like, when you're stating that what you're doing when you're reading a book, you say you're like, yeah, that's a book that you just read. Like, it does have that exact same letter, so I guess that makes sense. So, like, he was supposed to play as red for Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, and I've never said this to anyone. Like, she revealed. And yeah, of course I should know that, because yeah, I watched a few of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Like, not really like remember them, but I do remember, like, some of the individuals' names. Like, but I'm not sure if he would have been a perfect role with Red. But we're gonna debate about that for a different day. But anyways, Ozzy Osbourne, like, once had a chance to join the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Like, Sharon Osbourne was a guest, like, in a recent episode of the Magnificent Others, like with Billy Corgan, like on his with Billy Corgan on his latest podcast, like, where she revealed that and her husband was offered, like, to Red for the film, like, uh, uh or was it Reed offered to read, like, for, or yeah, Reed, yeah, they say they offered to read for the film, and she regrets stopping it. Like, and this is what she and this is what she uh, recalled. Like, do you want to know, like, the biggest, like, mistake I have ever made, that she revealed, like, onto this interview? Like, Ozzy in the big in the big questions, like, Sharon said to the host, like, adding, like, he got offered, like, to go, like, and read for the Pirates of the Caribbean, like, and no, they're talking about he's not playing the role as Red. He's reading, like, as a narrator, like he basically is the narrating role, like, in the movie. But anyways, and I've never said like this to anyone. Like, Corgan, who looked shocked, like, asked, like, and like, you said no, and in the in the very shocking questions, like, to which Sharon, like, immediately confirmed, saying, I said no, like, and now, like, wouldn't he have been perfect in in the I'll say the look back questions, I guess you could call it. The pair launched at what could have been, and Sharon noted, like, because, like when Johnny Depp, like, wanted Keith, like, to be Pirate U, like, remember, like, in the callback questions, like the Keith, the Keith, like, she was referring to was Keith Richards, like, was guitarist, like, of the Rolling Stones, like Dip, like, the star of the Pirates of the Caribbean, which is the captain, like, which plays Jack Sparrow, I believe that's what his name is. Like, brought his longtime friend, like, Richards, like, on board, like, to play, like, his dad, Captain Teague, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, but it says right here that the Smashing Pumpkin front man, like, joke, like, that there's still time, like, to get Ozzy in another film, like, producer, like, Jerry Brooke Himmer like said like last year that the future of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, like which has earned like more than $4.5 billion worldwide, like involves like a a reboot like in 2022. Uh, Brooke Brooke Himmer like told the Hollywood Reporter like that he thought that they were getting the very close on developing a sixth installment, like, and we have a very good script, like, and it says we developed like two of them, like the ones like the with of Margaret, what are they? Margaret Robbie, like, and one with a younger cast. Like he continued to the Margaret Robbie. Like one needs a little more work. Like the younger cast, like one of close. Like hopefully we'll get both of them. And still, Ozzy has a accumulated like credits like a little Nikki like Austin like Powers, little Nikki Austin Powers, like in the gold member of Mullen, like of 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 Rug and Namio, like in Namio and Juliet. But what are your thoughts onto this revelation from Sharon Osbourne? And would y'all assassinators would have expected that Ozzy Osbourne would have been a what's it called, a narrator for the latest Pirates of the Caribbean movie? If you ask me, like, it's obvious I would say no. Like I would have not expected that. This would have been a shocker as well. It would have been a shocker, as a matter of fact, actually, like more likely, and as the expectations as is concerned. But but either way, let me know down in the comment section right down below what y'all's thoughts were. But yeah, it very shocking just hear from the from the from the wife of the rock star himself. Yeah, the rock star legend, I should call him, referring it. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section right down below about that. And I hope that he does get a role like that ever again. And let's hope that him and his wife Sharon can agree on something about like him being on the role, and and like and and like finally get some and they get and finally like do something that'll be somewhat fun, even though they're past their prime, like into their golden days. But I don't think like age or anything, like any limits should have anything to do with doing things that you would love to do. Like even if it's something different, even if it's something that you did like from decades previously, like yeah, there's no such thing as I'll say there's no such thing as passing your prime, like unless you let it do so. If I say so myself. But like yeah, wish them a very best of luck in their future. Like which it's looking. I mean, there's some controversial stuff that they have done, but they surpassed that though. However, and hopefully that they can just move on from those past issues and then move onto their positive side of things. But yeah, like I wish them the very best of luck onto that. But yeah, I guess that'll be be it for today's movie news and rumors that list that you assassinators need to know. I guess you say in the debut of it. I guess you could call it. And also, like it was on the Hollywood Report. And let me know in the comments which news story was your favorite one out of this list. If you ask me, assassinators, I would give it probably about I'll say maybe to the Captain America getting number one of the weekend's best, most top film of this weekend and last weekend, from Valentine's Day and President's Day weekend, and this weekend that's just not like that has anything to do with a holiday. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and if so, please make sure to hit the big thumbs up button, considering also to hit the subscribe and the post notification bell for more SNA videos. And also make sure to check out my wrestling news video and my Monday Night Raw review video tomorrow, which I'll be talking about the wildest and intriguing wrestling news stories and rumors that you assassinators need to know. And that'll be from the I'll say the what article I put in? Oh yeah, Sportskeeda Wrestling, if I'm not mistaken. And also on Monday Night Raw, we're gonna be seeing the likes of Penta gonna be in a triple threat match between Pete Dunne and Ludwig Kaiser. Looks like something that should be on the B plus pay per view at least. But that's the whole point of WWE's booking it on tomorrow night's Raw, which I can understand that. And also and also we got the New Day taking on Walking Wild and Walking Wild and Cruz del Toro of the LWO, and also some women's championship matches to be the exact, with the women's Intercontinental Championship, Lyra Valkyria taking on Dakota Kai, which I think that should be the opener, and then the women's tag team championship match, which I think that should be the main event, which I think is going to be the massive match of the night. And some just tells me it's not just because of the match itself in general, but I'm gonna get into that in just a moment. But it's gonna feature Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, the former women's tag team champion, against the current champions Bianca Belair and Naomi, and and then I'm gonna ask you this question: we're gonna see the revelation on who is the actual culprit that attacked Jay Cargill back a few months ago? And it's definitely not Liv and Raquel. And do you think this is going to be the downfall of both Naomi and Bianca of losing their women's tag belts? And do you think it has anything to do with one of them, for that reason, to lose their belts? Please give me all those opinions down below on that matter, and I will see you guys there. And also, I will indeed be making a animation news video, which I'm probably going to be scheduling for this Thursday, which I'm going to be talking about the wildest and intriguing animation news and rumors. And where is papers get ready, which I'm going to tell you which it states right here that and the next animation will be for the Animation World Network. Okay, and since I got that done, I'm gonna check it out on my mini list. That's like a bucket list, but it's more likely a dream list of things that I want to do on here on the SNA podcast. And the next time you probably see me talk about the wildest and intriguing news stories from the other article, which is the empireonline.com, which you're going to be seeing very, very soon. But I hope y'all having a phenomenal. Hopefully, y'all assassinators are having a phenomenal rest of your having a phenomenal and safe Sunday, I guess you could say. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more SNA content. Until we meet again, Super Ninja Austin out of here. Bye-bye, my assassinators. And yeah, this is the second time I'm doing videos on this exact channel in particular, which is the second channel of Super Ninja Austin's, which is called SNA Entertainment, but just to let you know, and a reminder that this is a totally different channel. It's not the exact same channel I normally do my videos on, which is just Super Ninja Austin. So yeah, make sure to check this out, which I talk about these wild stories. Hopefully that I continue doing this in the foreseeable future, which some tell me I will, when it's off football season at least. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye to you now, and I'll see you guys soon.